chose not to have the surgery. He chose to rest and relax and hope it goes away. And then he ended.
We took a look at Gilmore, and if we got Gilmore, we win the division. I feel like, you know what I mean? I feel like Stephon Gilmore.
Richard Rodgers. He's with our team over the last couple of years. But this is about our fourth time picking him up. What does that mean?
Welcome to another episode of Bird Gang Nation Sports Talk. I'm your host, Bird Gang 31. Today, guys, it is fantasy season. I got your fantasy expert, MattyDaddy, in the building today. How you doing, my guy?
Oh, baby, Randall. Bird Gang in the house. Thank you for putting me on here. I am ready to deliver the goods. It's the MattyDaddy. Fantasy. You, me, you. Let's go.
Let's go, my guy. I like the energy. Now, we do know that you are a Cowboys fan, unfortunately. You know, this is the Ego Nation. We do like them birds over here. But it's okay. Your Cowboys are playing tomorrow night. First off, who do you think is going to win this game? Give me your honest opinion. Not the fan side. The honest opinion.
Shots fired right off the bat, baby. Dude. How can you bet against the Bucs? This is a team that won the Super Bowl. I think Brady in year 2 is going to be MVP caliber results. So you got to like the Cowboys to put up some numbers, but end of the day, it's the Bucs game for sure.
Okay. Now let's go to your side and your expertise. If you are picking a fantasy team, what players out of that game would you pick?
Dude, you gotta love the amount of points that are going to be scored in this game. Like I said, I could see each one easily getting to 40 points a game. You got to start the quarterbacks. You got to start the receivers. Godwin, AB, Mike Evans for Tampa Bay. They're going to go bonkers. They're all three in my top 25 for Thursday night. And then right around the corner, you got Cooper and CD Lamb, baby. We are going to be – tomorrow night is going to be a show. Grab your popcorn like our old buddy T.O. used to say. This is going to be a hell of a game, guys. And to kick off the football season with the Cowboys and the Bucs, ooh, baby.
What up, Ryan Rowe, Mrs. Bird Gang, James Wolf is in the house, Thomas Jones. What up to all you guys? How you guys doing today? Thanks for stopping by.
Woo!
Remember, if you got 12 in there, please start hitting that like button.
Ryan Jinx, woo, let's go.
Let's go with which running backs are you using from that Dallas game?
I want to start Zeke, man, and I'm just tempered my expectations. Week 1 going into this, I'm a little nervous how good that Bucs D is. And I feel like we're going to be playing catch up because our defense isn't where it should be. This is a whole new coordinator, new players, new scheme, and you're going against the Super Bowl champs. It's going to be hard to stop these guys. So Zeke's going to get his, but as far as top 5 numbers week 1, I'm tempering my expectations.
Okay. And I just meant, like, if you had to choose out of the running back, like, are you going Fournette, Zeke, or –
Okay, yeah. Absolutely. You got to go Zeke. Another guy to keep an eye out for is Giovanni Bernard. This is a guy that got brought into Tampa Bay. Tom Brady got tired of sitting on his ass last year and getting sacked. Giovanni's the best pass blocker on the team and the best pass catcher. You know Bruce Arians style. No risk it, no biscuit. So we're going to see a ton of passing. I'd probably start Bernard over Fournette or Rojo this game.
Nice. Now, what tight ends are we doing this game? Are we going with old favorite Gronk, or do you have somebody else in mind?
So before you would have asked me this, I would have thought maybe Jarwin. But we just had the depth charts released yesterday, and Dalton Schultz is the Cowboys tight end 1. So for me, I'm calling timeout. I'm pumping the brakes. I'm not touching the Cowboys tight ends. Nah, not up in here.
None of them.
Now, Gronk, obviously, tight end position, at least in fantasy, it's a little tricky. Your tight end 5 last year scored as many points as the wide receiver 40. So you're
Okay.
just basically throwing a Hail Mary, and more often than not, you're looking for Tom Brady to hit Gronk. So I'll go Gronk at tight end for sure.
Okay. Now, which defense you going? I know Tampa Bay got a good defense. The Cowboys got some nice young pieces back there. They just added. So, are you starting both? If you have both of these defenses, which one are you starting, and who you think getting the most points?
You got to start Tampa Bay's defense, but in a high-scoring game like this, you probably want to fade both defenses.
Okay.
Just for a matchup like this, just because a defense is ranked number 1, number 2, you're still going to want to play matchups on defense. You got other defenses that are a lot cheaper out there. Maybe pivot to a Denver versus the Giants team like that, something else. But I wouldn't start either one of these defenses because you don't want to get negative points.
Nice. I like that. Which quarterback's going to put up the most? I know you said Tom Brady is going to be doing good this year, but Dak is back. He just got paid, you know what I'm saying, and he's coming in hard. So which one do you think is going to put up big numbers? Are both of these guys putting in the numbers, or are we just going with one of these two quarterbacks?
I mean, you can't hate on what Dak did last year at 36 points per game, fantasy-wise. He was on track to smash like every quarterback record possible. But for the fact that I think the Bucs are going to be up early and often, I'm going to go with Dak because he's going to have to play catch-up. They're not going to be able to lean on that run game. He's going to have to air it out. So I have Dak right there at 6 in my rankings, and I think Brady's at 7 or 8. So not much difference, but yeah, Dak over Brady.
Nice. Now let's get off of the Cowboys talk and let's talk about my Birds, baby. We're going into the Atlanta this week, man. Dirty Burden. You know what I'm saying? So who do you think is going to have a better game fantasy-wise? And let's start out with the quarterbacks. Which quarterback would you start if you had Matt Ryan or Jalen?
Jalen Hurts is my smash start of the week. This is quarterback 3 on the week in fantasy. This guy is about to play lights out and bonkers, guys. 239 rushing yards in the 3 games he started last year. Ooh, good. Googly moogly, dude. He is all day. I'm a little worried about, I think Eagles defense is going to be improved. They're going to get after the quarterback. I'm a little worried about Matt Ryan not getting put on his ass. So I'm going Hurts here all dang day. If you have Hurts on any fantasy team, you are starting that guy week 1 out the day. Birds like up,
baby. That's what I like to hear. And let's jump over to the running backs. I know the Atlanta Falcons got Mike Davis, but we got a trio of backs over here. We got starting with our lead back, Miles Sanders, and then we got Kenny Gainwell or, Boston Scott. So which one of these players are in the starting lineup, and which ones would you sit?
So polar opposite of this, running back wise, the Falcons play running backs pretty good on defense. They do not, they stop RBs. You got Miles Sanders gets about 16 points a game. To me, I'm a little hesitant in putting any of these Eagles running backs in week 1 for the fact that Gainwell could catch all the passes. What you have to look out for is coach speak, positive or negative. And I listened to the negative. A lot of negative things said about Miles Sanders. Not saying he's not a great running back, but when the coach is coming out and saying little whispers of things he needs to work on, that tells me he's not as confident. On the other end, man, Mike Davis. This guy is the bell cow. Scooby-Doo, where are you? Yo.
What up, Jake? Zeke Elliott.
Woo! Zeke Elliott listening? I like it. I'm looking. Yo! The other way to look at this, though, Eagles, where they're going to get better on pass defense, on rush defense, they aren't there. They gave up 125 yards a game on the ground. Mike Davis is locked into a lead back role. Week 1, that's another smash play. As much as we're going to start Hurts, I'd be starting Mike Davis as well.
Mike Davis on a start there. All right, let's move to our tight ends. We got the rookie Kyle Pitts in his very first NFL game against our hungry defense. Who are you starting? Are you starting the rookie Kyle Pitts that's supposed to be this transcending tight end, or you're going with the new elite, hopefully, Dallas Goedert or the legend, Zach Ertz?
Ooh, that's a tough one, man. Falcons give up a lot of points to the tight end, though. So the Eagles are in a smash spot. What are your thoughts? Because you just said that you think Goddard, you mentioned elite. What's your thoughts on Ertz, man? Like, is he just one of those, his time's past? Do you think he's still capable to produce? What's your thoughts on your
I
tight
think
end
Ertz
position?
still got it in him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not, the Super Bowl catch winning Ertz anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, every year those injuries start to add up a little bit to him. Goddard's bigger, faster, stronger, and he's the future. He's younger. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I was on a take that Ertz probably wasn't even going to start the season, but having him here and having him willing to be, a team player and stay with the team, then I think it's a good thing. He is still ranked 10th overall. They said when the NFL tight end ranking came out, they had Goddard at 7 and Ertz at 10. So that still means we've got 2 top 10 tight ends, and you can never go wrong with 2 top 10 players. Now, we used to run a lot of 12 personnel, which had 2 tight ends on the field. But I think with our new young gun receivers, with Devonte Smith, Quez Watkins, and Jalen Reagor, I doubt we're going to run as much 12 personnel. But I am interested to see how they're going to play this out because, Ertz had a really good training camp.
Right.
He was like the best tight end throughout the training camp. But Goddard's your future, So how are you going to play that? Are you going to just let Goddard play the backup role again, or say he's starting, but still give Ertz, majority of the routes and stuff like that because he is a better route runner? Or, you're going to actually try to get Goddard the numbers up big so you don't have to worry about Ertz will want to go somewhere else next year. So depending on how the Eagles play that game, I see, Ertz should get himself a good 5 to 6 catches a game. So depending on how many yards he can get with that. And the same with Goddard. You're looking at maybe like 7 to 10 catches, but we got a lot of receivers out there. So I don't see 12 personnel getting used that much. So, I have Pitts in my fantasy, unfortunately, guys. Sorry about that. I did draft a rookie, but I have Kittles in that same league. So I'm starting Kittles over Pitts, obviously, this first game one, because our defense is tenacious. And, they just lost their starting left tackle, so that means Matt Ryan's going to be running around. The only person I really worried about is probably Ridley on that offense, going into this first week one. So I got the rookie on the bench, but I think Goddard should have a good year. You know what I'm saying? If he comes out to be the tight end that we hope that he is, he keeps talking about he wants to be elite. He's going to be elite this year. He's going to do everything he can in his power to be elite. Then, that means we got to start game one, and let's see Goddard get over 100 yards this game. So I would start.
He's in a smash spot. Like, if there's a week to do it, this is the week you got to come out, because that's, from what I understand, back in the day when I've seen you guys on, there was like y'all had like an Amazon Prime show, and and you guys were on it. And granted, Goddard was a young kid, but you see the work ethic Zach Ertz brings to the table. This is a grown ass man, and yes. Goddard has to step up and take that leadership role. Show that he's a lunch pail kind of guy, and he's going to leave it all out there. But, high expectations for Goddard for sure. We need to see that next step.
Now, since we have 2, you're the expert, though. That was a big thing in our fantasy drafts I did notice. It's hard for people to decide, do they want to get Goddard because Ertz was still there? Do they want to get Ertz because Goddard's still there and he's about to prove? Where do you rank these guys in fantasy? And are they these guys you want to pick up later in the rounds, or do you want to go ahead and grab one of these guys early? And so before you answer this one, Zeke says, what do you think your guys are going to do in division? What do you think you guys' record will be in the division?
That's tough, man, because we do have upside. We have all these weapons. That's not the problem. It's been health. If there's 2 more teams that have been more banged up in the NFC East, it's been us 2. So we got to stay on the field to produce. Granted, we're 1 more year ahead of you guys just because we have a coach. We're in the second year, so results are going to be a little faster. But it comes – everything's got to go through Washington this year.
Give your Dallas record, you think?
So we added a game. I would say 10 and 6, 10 and 7. I mean, if I'm correct, we're at 17 games, so 10 and 7. I think that's fair, but that's staying healthy.
Me staying healthy. I think the Eagles and the talent that we have on this roster, we can win 12 games. We got the 4th place schedule out of everybody. So we're playing the weakest schedule out of everybody in the division. I'm not scared of Washington. Like I said to everybody, Washington say they have the big, bad defense, right? And they do have some talented players on that line. But if you look at that same defense, we had the B team, maybe even the C team last year, and we gave them the division last year. Like we could have won that game. Jalen Hurts scored 2 touchdowns before the half. That was easy money. If we came out the same second half with Jalen Hurts, we probably would have won the game. But we started Matt Studfield, which is Matt Suckfield. You know what I'm saying? So he tanked the game away, and we didn't win it. So obviously, Washington won the division. But the point of that is that same awesome defensive line that everybody raves about, we're getting handled, all the way up to the half by some, guys that aren't even starting for our team. You know what I'm saying? They were the B and C team line. So I'm not really worried about that defensive line. I think the Eagles, when they have their offensive line at 100%,
that's the big thing, man.
One of the top 5 lines in the league. So no defensive line really scares me on that one. That's why I got a ceiling 12-5. My floor is 10-7 too, just like you guys.
Yeah.
And race to the division is what I say. Race to the division. Obviously, I'm an Eagles fan.
It's got to be better than last year, right?
We're winning it. Yeah, and I think a lot of people will see the division as a whole will be better. We're not going to be the NFC least this year. We're going to have some good teams and winning some games this year. I don't really speak too highly on the Giants, the little Giants over there, because I think Danny Foo Sampson throw the ball at all. And
we don't like the Giants, so we're
I don't give them no luck. And Saquon hasn't been healthy in 2 years, so I'm not worried about Saquon either. He got to prove to me that he's still elite and he still can run the ball at a high level for a whole season. So, yeah, like I said, Eagles, Dallas second, and then I got Washington, then the Giants.
That's respect. I can take it.
Okay. But, yeah, back to the tight end. So, which one were you going to do there?
I've got Pitts at, I believe, 6. I've got Goddard at 8, and I've got Ertz at like 14 or 15. I think you have to play Pitts just for the volume alone. There's no Julio Jones there. This is going to be a shootout. We're going to see. I expect a lot of points to be scored between Atlanta and Philly. Granted, Goddard could go wild, but there are a lot of better weapons. Not better, but there's other weapons. There's a lot of mouths to feed. I mean, we need a bounce back year from Rager. We've got Ertz right there. There's so many different options for you guys that I think Goddard's a strong option, but I'd take Pitts there.
Pitts there. All right, that's
fair. Kittle is against Detroit. That's the biggest smash play of the week. So I don't blame you one bit for starting Kittle there. So
yeah, definitely starting Kittle in week 1. That's for sure. But okay, let's go to those receivers. You know what I'm saying? The young guns are here. And my personal opinion is the Eagles got the fastest receiving core in the game. I can't think of another team that have 3-4-3 speed receivers that can, execute at a high level like these guys. Now, yes, you got to see Devonte Smith. Can he bring it over to the pros? But as you see with all these Alabama receivers, they all are great route runners, and they all are producing at high levels. Dallas, you guys got, Amari Cooper that just went out and said he's the best route runner in the league. You got Calvin Ridley over there in Atlanta who says he's the best route runner in the league. And obviously everybody in the Eagles fans think Devonte Smith is crazy with the route runners. You got Jerry Jeudy. You got, all these guys.
So many good ones.
All really dominant receivers. So, what I'm saying? Like, I think that Devonte should come out pretty good. You got the new rising star in Quez Watkins, who everybody had on the back burner at the start of the season. He's worked his way all the way up to the starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? That speed, I believe, that's Tyreek Hill speed, man. Like, if you watch this guy, he took that screen, the way he takes that screen, just takes off like that. Like, people can't run that fast. It's not, I don't know. That's why I really think our team's going to have an advantage over a lot of teams. That how are you going to guard all 3 of these guys being so fast? Like, he's bigger than Tyreek Hill, but he still has he possesses the same type of speed, that elite speed. You know what I'm saying? So having those two to get guys together at the receiving core, I think is going to be dominating. Like, I think he's going to have more like those Deshaun Jackson type numbers where, Deshaun Jackson only needed like 4 catches and he was like 150 yards already, you know what I'm saying, doing big things with 2 touchdowns. So that's how I see the Quez Watkins role. And I also think having Quez and Devontae on the outside is going to leave Jalen Reagor with a third and sometimes linebacker guarding him. So I think he's going to put up some big numbers this year throughout the year too. So, you got Calvin Ridley over there, Pitts, but which receivers are you starting this week?
Oh, man, you've got to start Devonte Smith here. He's right up there. Would you guys start Zach Ertz? I would start Hooper here because Kansas City, it's going to be a big-ass shootout. This is a guy who's flashed at the end of training camp. We've heard good things. So this is a guy, Landry and Odell are an injury away from being irrelevant. I'd fire up Hooper this week and not look back.
Nice. Big flash there. Slay. All right, BPS daddy. Big play Slay daddy.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
A big play Slay.
Okay.
Good evening. Zeke is trash. Henry is better. Hey, Henry, to me, I in 2 of my leagues, I got Henry with the top pick. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get to our overall.
Yeah.
A little bit. Let's finish up this one here. Let's see what he said. Devonte Smith is going to slaughter all the receivers in the East. Yeah, I think he's going to be really good, man. His separation is, already starting out pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But like in the East, like I said, you still got CeeDee Lamb. You still got, Amari Cooper whenever he does decide to play. Dak is not better. He's not going to last 7 games. That is a question I have for the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Will Dak last this whole year season? Because like he is coming off that major ankle surgery, and then also he hurt his shoulder this offseason too.
Correct. Shoulder sprain.
And then like I have a theory, no matter what team you're on, once you get paid, you know what I'm saying, the game always goes down. Your game drops, takes a little dip. Carson got hurt and got paid. You've seen how far of a dip Carson took. Amari Cooper, once he got paid, his production dip. Zeke Elliott, once he got paid, his production dip. So I believe that once you pay these guys, no matter what team you are and what position you are, your production is gonna go down a little bit. So that's why I have Dak probably around mid-range quarterback. He'll probably be around 15, 16 for me on the quarterback ranking, just for that reason. Like if he's healthy the whole time, he stays all 17 games. Obviously, that would change, but I'm not really 100% sold. He's only started practicing like 2 weeks ago. So it's like he's just started really getting down into the practice, and that's kind of a late start. But how do you take it?
My only thing I would not bet against Dak would be for the fact they didn't bring in a veteran quarterback. We didn't bring in another Andy Dalton. We didn't bring in Cam Newton yet. We've been kind of slow at that pace. So you would think if the injury worries are there, I wouldn't throw him out there if he's not ready. That's the thing. You're not going to a $40 million asset. You're not just going to throw to the Wolves against the Bucks week 1, right? What's up, Sandy? But yes, to me,
I think that's it too. You guys are starting out against a really good defense week 1. Like that's the real big thing. Like, is he even going to make it out of the first week? You know what I'm saying? If any of these injuries are really still nagging him, he's just not telling nobody about it. The Bucks got the defense that they're gonna hit you a couple of times this game.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And we got to be healthy. That's the key. If we're healthy, we're good. So to me, it just comes down to, are we going to see Dak be able to put up those points? I think we are. I don't think that's going to be the problem. Or we would have signed a veteran quarterback to kind of come in just in case he does get hurt or he's not ready. So to me, I'd be firing Dak up all cylinders.
Nice. So back to receiver thing. Calvin Ridley, are you starting Calvin Ridley this first game?
Oh, man. This guy could be the number 1 receiver on the year. This is how much talent this guy has and the volume he's about to see. Yeah, I'm firing up Calvin Ridley in any lineup I have, and I'm not thinking twice about it.
Nice. Which defense are you going with this one? Are you even playing the Atlanta defense, or are you going to play the Eagles defense? We got that pass rush. We got them DBs. Are you starting either one of these 2 defenses?
You're not going to get enough fantasy points. This is going to be another shootout. It's one of those, both offenses are electric. You're going to see a lot of points. These are 2 defenses that are works in progress. So till we see more, there's way other defenses you can stream. You can take the Panthers and start them against the Jets, different little things like that. So
okay.
Some watches here. What time is it? Jeez. Best affordable luxury watch. Not bad.
Yeah, dude. You guys,
check that out.
La Terrain is sponsoring us. We got La Terrain watches. Go ahead and get your husband, your wife, your early Christmas present out of the way now. Go to La Terrain. Use BIRDGANG31 for your promo code. Get 10% off. And, make someone happy with a brand new watch this holiday.
Let's go.
Get it. Really is going to eat. It's a contract year for him. Yeah. All these guys got contract years, you know what I'm saying? Even going back to our whole Zachers, Goddard thing, both of those guys are on contract years. So I imagine they both want to get the ball a lot. You know what I'm saying? They both going to want to see a lot of touches and a lot of targets. But, really, it's on the contract year too. And like I said, I think if anybody on the Atlanta Falcons is going to do anything big against us, it's going to be him. You know what I'm saying? I just believe we're going to win because one player is not going to be enough. They won't have enough firepower for the whole game to beat us. So,
I like it. I like the confidence. I like the swagger you got, Bird Gang. You're ready to roll. I love it.
Oh yeah, it's game one, baby. Been waiting all off season for this one, man.
So can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah, fire.
What time's y'all's game? Are y'all the early game, right?
Yeah, I think it's a 1 o'clock game.
So what's your pregame? Like, are you cooking some food before? You got the beers on ice? Like, what's your
barbecuing up at the house? I wish, like, next year I was supposed to be moving to Philadelphia, so I'll be, at the tailgates, doing interviews and stuff like that. But this year, I am in the South, so I'm really actually trying to look and see if I can sneak a ticket this Sunday. I didn't announce it yet, but my guy told me you always wait the night before, and people that can't go sell tickets for cheap. So I'm waiting the night before on Saturday. I'm off on Sunday. If I can sneak me some Eagles Falcons tickets, my guy, I'm gonna be tailgating there in Atlanta for sure. But
Atlanta,
we here barbecuing. We drop our first network. Everybody goes to sub up the network. BIRDGANG Nation Sports Media is launching on Sunday. We're starting out with our pregame show. We got a postgame show. I'm gonna be on this channel doing a halftime show. And so we're going to definitely be working. I'm saying? We got some great content creators over there. And we're going to be having Eagles talk 7 days a week, twice on Sunday, twice on Friday. So go sub us up. The link should be in the descriptions or the comments. So, yeah, make sure you guys get out and do that. But,
love it.
Yeah. But, yeah, I love barbecuing, man. That's my favorite thing to do. Barbecuing and watch the game. I got a big 8K, 80-inch 8K TV.
Oh, damn, dude.
So
Living it up.
So it's going to be clear and nice. I'll be sitting here watching every moment of it because, like I said, I'm excited, and I hope we do big things. And if they don't, I'm going to be the first one on here to make sure I give the business about it.
It's going to be a blast, man. I can't wait. We're literally, 3 days away? It's crazy. A day tomorrow.
Tomorrow. What are you going to be doing tomorrow, my guy?
Dude, this time tomorrow, we are going to be watching football. Actually, two options. My wife goes to the doctor tomorrow, and she's either going into labor.
Oh, yeah.
Or we're watching Thursday night football. 50-50 right now.
Right.
So I'm either live. I'm live streaming a birth at 8:30. No, I'm either watching.
When my daughter came on the 14th of August, man, like I had some lives. I was in a hospital room with my phone. Like, is she coming yet? No. Okay. Well, yeah, just BIRDGANG 31.
Oh, love it, dude.
It was good stuff, man. It was good stuff.
I went ahead and got me. I have no streams to do tomorrow. Nothing tomorrow night. So I went and got me one of my favorite pizzas. If you're gonna go frozen pizza, you go. It's called Wild Mike's.
Yeah. That pizza is so good, man. I bought one of those, man. That's some good pizza right there. I have to quote you on that one. That is some definitely good pizza. If you're gonna get a frozen pizza, that's definitely one of them.
So frozen pizza, I'll get that. I'll get the sides, things like that. I got the big screen. I don't have 80, but I got about 60. So I'm gonna watch the game, and I'm just gonna live it. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna just be so happy.
Win or loss, it's
dude. We do this year round, man. This is a constant battle. It can be January 21st or February 21st, and football season just ended. What are you doing? You're putting out football product. You're nonstop. So to have a game to watch, to be able to, this is what brought us here, right? Yes. Watching football. This is what we've done since we were kids. Yeah. And now we get to kind of dive into what. It's almost like Thanksgiving for us. We're thankful because we're back in business. Thank you, man.
Yeah, man. Congratulations on that one. You know what it is, boy, girl?
Girl. I've got a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and then another girl on the way. So just a busy day.
Nice, man. I got a whole football team over here. It's crazy. I got 70 little guys running around. You know what I'm saying on my end, but yeah, man. So now we got both of those two games out of the way. We're starting. Did you say you'll start the Eagles, or you wouldn't start either one of these defenses?
No defenses in either one of these games. Don't touch. Don't be cute.
Since we're talking about defense, give me your top 5 defenses to start this week.
You've got to go with the Patriots against Miami. Big time. This is a Patriots defense. Half their team was out with COVID last year. They're in a smash spot. You've got Baltimore against the Raiders on Monday night. This is another one that's just too good to be true. We've talked our hatred for the Giants and how we don't think Daniel Jones is any good.
That is garbage.
Yeah, and then Saquon's dealing with injuries. Their offensive line's not improved. Denver is about to feast on these guys. That's another defense. Carolina's playing the Jets this week. That's another smash play. Jacksonville versus Houston. Those are 5 right there. And it's not like Jacksonville's a really good defense or Carolina, but they're playing. You play the matchups. You look for teams that suck, and you take advantage of that.
Okay, I like it. I like it. So let's go ahead and finish out all these top 5s. Let's go with the top 5 receivers you're starting this week.
Man, we've got Minnesota and Cincinnati is going to be another high-scoring game. Justin Jefferson has shown that he is the truth. I would definitely be firing him up. We've talked these Cowboys, Bucks receivers. Ridley's right there in my top 5. There's just the one thing about receivers. There's probably 40 to 45 receivers that are good. So you don't have a problem. 700.
Subs. Yeah,
that's
just
huge.
In the first 2.5 months, we're almost at 3 months here. We're at 715. My guy, we're working hard over here in the nation, man. We're working hard.
What's up, man? That's
guys.
huge.
If you guys have not subscribed to either one of our channels, the link is in the comments. Go hit that subscribe button. Get for the 17 in the chat right now. Go hit the like button. Let's get this content out to everyone, everybody. Thank you, Lucas, again for the congratulations, my guy. You one of my big supporters, my guy.
Absolutely. Let's keep it up, dude. Stephon Diggs against Pittsburgh.
Okay.
You got Josh Allen. Pittsburgh's going to have to score some points. Their defense is good, but it's a little banged up.
Now you said that. Which receiver from Pittsburgh are you starting? I always get confused because Claypool has some good games. I'm a huge USC fan, so I'm always going for Juju. You know what I'm saying? Juju's my guy. And then you got that Johnson kid over there, man. You know, and I always get confused when it came to draft of those guys. You know, like so, I don't know who to have.
I can tell you real easily, Juju's great, but he's just it's like the offense has shifted. It's like they don't use him the way they used to with the AB. So it's a little tricky there. But Deontay's going to get your guy. He's going to be the guy to get a bunch of PPR points, a bunch of catches. He's going to have that solid floor. So when you're setting your lineup with either one of these receivers, they're usually your second or third option in your starting lineup. So it comes to your style of play. Claypool could be the next DK Metcalf. He's that talented. He's that well used. And you got to remember, he was a rookie last year. Didn't play a lot. So this guy could literally be the next alpha receiver in the NFL. I'm a big Claypool fan, but if you're trying to temper expectations, it's week 1. You don't want to get cute. I definitely think Deontay's a safer option. I have him at wide receiver 16, Claypool about 27. But if I look at it and I'm like, you know what? Guns blaze, week 1, ice up, let's go. I'm starting Claypool. So it's basically your preference. In that one, it's who you like, baby.
Nice. All right. So all 3 of them are safe. Like, I didn't draft any of them just because, like I said, I get confused on that. And when I have to, I go, there's too many starters that for sure start. You know.
It's tough.
And then we're still talking about the receivers. Give me 5 rookies to play this year.
Rookie receivers or just rookies in general?
Receivers.
So obviously Devonte Smith. He's going to be that guy. He can do it all. He's just got to stay on the field. He's got to everybody's got the little man syndrome and they think you can't do it till you do it. And then you're Tyreek Hill. So Devonte Smith, Waddle, if Miami's wanting to do what they're saying they're going to do. Because they changed this whole offense for the deep ball. So if they are able to do that, I'm a little hesitant because I see they have 2 offensive coordinators. To me, that's like, 2 cooks in the kitchen. I don't want that. But he's a specimen. He's an athlete. I love what he's doing.
I'm starting Waddle in one of my leagues, but I do wonder, what about Devontae Parker and Fuller? Or is Fuller suspended, right?
Fuller's suspended, and Parker's been banged up. He just got out of the red jersey, so I wouldn't expect much from him. They're going to target Fuller or Waddle on some big plays down the field.
All right.
Kind of a sneaky guy that nobody's talking about. Amon-Ra, I believe he's USC.
Yeah,
isn't he?
USC. There you go,
yep.
my guy. And he's
from
the
Detroit
only over there. I got him on one of my teams. He's definitely a must play for me, I think, because who else are they throwing the ball to over there?
Exactly.
I'll say Brown's a beast, man.
He's the one that I think could pop off the most this year. We'll see though. Elijah Moore for the Jets.
Yeah,
You've heard the chemistry. This is another guy from Ole Miss It's almost been like wide receiver you over there. So another guy to look out for. I'm not very positive on Tony. He's already hurt. There's some other guys, but those are the four that really stand out.
Yeah.
I think you could say a couple other guys, but I don't want to chew with my mouth open. This isn't what I'm doing here.
Okay. Well, now you gave us a lot of good receivers to pick up in your fantasy and start. Let's go to the tight ends. Give me your top 5 tight ends to start in fantasy football.
Dude, it's volume, it's situation. I feel like this is one of the top 5, and then it's kind of a shit show. So my top 5, Kittle's a locked and loaded tight end 1 week 1
against the Lions.
Yeah, dude, he's the best. He's going to be the best this week. You've got Kelsey against the Browns. You see what Mahomes does. He's freaking magic. Hawkinson against the 49ers, kind of in the Mon St. Brown role. When you're the only option, you're going to get fed. So another one, you've got Waller against Baltimore. Tough matchup, but he's the only pass catcher they got.
Right.
Yeah, I think those are your 4 locked and loaded, and then Mark Andrews just got locked up.
That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, Andrews.
Yeah, and then after that, it's kind of like, do you want Godare? Do you want Pitts? What's your flavor of the ice cream cone? So those are your 5 locked and loaded, and I don't think Godare and Pitts are that far behind.
Okay. Moving on to running back. Hey, thank you, my boy. Shout out to JC Eagle Talk in the building. Also part of the Bird Gang Nation Sports Media. Yeah, he's definitely one of the content creators inside that network. He definitely brings the fire. If you have not subscribed to my guy JC Eagle Talk, he's definitely one of the great Eagles content creators out there. Let's go to the running backs. Give me your top 5 running backs to start this week.
So everybody knows the top 5 guys. I'm going to go to the ones that you need to start no matter what. Gus Edwards for the Ravens against the Raiders. This is another.
Just sign Le'Veon?
Huh? Yeah, but it's not. It's too late. Maybe next week. But they're not going to throw him in with 2 days.
Picking up Le'Veon Bell, because after what we've seen Le'Veon do the last couple of years, it's even worth picking up, or you need to wait to actually show you something before you pick him up.
They don't pass enough to the running back. So if he's going to be the between the tackles runner, maybe. But when Gus Edwards averaged, I think it was 5.4 yards per carry in his career, this guy's a beast. Like, he is a bust for a reason. He's not Jerome Bettis, but this guy's thick and he runs hard. So this is a guy. Lev Bell, not yet. Don't pump the brakes, because Gus isn't going anywhere. Even if it's a timeshare, I don't think Bell's going to be the alpha there. So I go Gus. I also go Mostert for San Francisco against Detroit. Another smash spot. This is a guy who's probably running back 27 when you drafted him. Things like that. I'm loving it. Let's talk James Robinson. Jacksonville going against Houston.
Yeah, that guy's a stud.
This is 3 in a row, guys that aren't your alphas, but could put up like top 3 numbers. That's how good these guys are. Eckler against Washington. This guy is the only running back in his backfield. Had almost 100 receptions the last time he played. He's another guy. And then who can forget Kamara, man? Kamara against Green Bay. I think he is going to be fed nonstop. It wouldn't surprise me if Kamara is the RB1 on the year.
Ooh, those are nice picks there, my guy. Out of the alphas, the top 5, who you starting? Who's gonna have the most points in fantasy this first week?
I think it's Kamara. I think Kamara's just gonna walk out of there with like 12 receptions and just go nuts. So
I always get scared with Kamara, because I always think some games I put him in, and what's the backup? Murray.
It was Latavius, and he got cut.
He did?
Yeah, got cut yesterday.
What?
So,
I didn't know.
Yeah, so Tony Jones is the backup.
Oh, well then, yeah, it's Kamara all day.
I like CMC, but I feel like Kamara, this is his team. Like, there's no breeze here anymore. You got Winston. He's going to fling the ball down the field. It's going to set up Kamara to get a bunch of touchdowns. Going to make a lot of work on that defense the other team's got, too.
And actually, what about that running back you guys got? Because Pollard's been
right.
So where do you put him at? Is he like a sleeper, or do you want to put him at your flex running back, or you starting a guy like?
So I'm not starting him, not till I see more. This is a guy who's probably around RB 37, 38. But as far as like your scat backs, your guys that catch passes, He's right below them. I'm starting a James White against Miami if I have him. I'm starting a Giovanni Bernard against the Cowboys over this guy. I'm starting a Jamal Williams over this guy. He's just not going to get the play time enough. He could be elite. He could be good. But when you have Zeke who can pound the rock and do what he can, it's just not enough work share for both.
And what about with what you said with Tampa Bay, how you starting Giovanni Bernard, right? But
Right.
what about the two there? Which one are you starting out of, Fournette or Jones?
I like Fournette. I think he's done enough in the playoffs to kind of show what he is. I don't think there's ever been a problem with Ronald Jones as a player. I think he's a great player. I just think when it comes to like game time, he has a different style to him. It's like, it's like a gamer. It's like you could be the hardest person in practice, but when it comes down to game time, I feel like Fournette's a gamer. I feel like Giovanni's a gamer. I feel like Rojo's just missing that little bit of, I don't know what it is, turning it from 8 to 10.
Yeah, true that.
So Fournette, Fournette carried them in the playoffs when Rojo wasn't. So to me, Fournette's there. Go ahead.
What about the people that picked up Sony Michel?
Ooh, interesting.
Sony Michel going to be the starter for the Rams. You can see him get a lot of carries for the Rams there.
Dude, this is a scary situation. I'm not going to lie. This is a great offense, the Rams is. But Darrell Henderson, elite talent. Sony Michel, elite talent, but they just get hurt all the time. It's like they bump their knee or they hit their elbow on a counter and they're out for 6 weeks. So maybe, but are you going to depend on a guy who can't stay on the field? He could literally be in a game and not catch a pass, have 10 rushes for 90 yards, and you're stuck with 9 points. Or you could take a pass catcher like James White, who catches 6 passes for 70 yards and gets 2 rushes for 30 yards. In PPR leagues, I'm staying away from Sony Michel. Henderson is a big play threat, but he's another guy who can't stay healthy. So I'm probably avoiding both these guys, not starting either.
Okay. And I know we haven't talked about Christian McCaffrey. Do you think this is a season where people should get back on the Christian board? Because I've seen him get drafted in the first round in a lot of drafts here. And I'm not sold that he's back yet. You know what I'm saying? Like with the quarterback situation, Sam Darnold, my boy, obviously he was on the Jets, not doing good over there. Everybody's hating him. But Sam's a good quarterback, and they definitely got some pass catching targets over there. Do you think Christian McCaffrey is going back to form? Where do you got him ranked on your?
He's right there. It's hard not to take him 1 overall. I think that's a safe spot. I think he's top 5 no matter what. Is he number 1? Maybe, maybe not. They also drafted Chuba Hubbard, who I think is a pretty damn good running back in himself.
Yeah.
But
are you handcuffing Chuba?
Yeah, I think you do. Just coming off a big injury like that, start off the year, you might as well just play it safe. Because, you never know how injuries work up. It could be game 1 and he could be grabbing his knee or whatever. So, I think it's a good position to be in. If you're drafting CMC, that means you had the 1 overall pick. I think him, Henry, Kamara, those 3 are your real safe bets. I kind of like Cook. People have Cook at number 2. I probably have him about 5 or 6. Same with Zeke and some of the other guys. But, I think CMC, Kamara, and Henry, you can't go wrong with any 3 of those guys.
JC said he's got Kamara and Aaron Jones. Hey, what about with Green Bay? Corey Dillon.
AJ Dillon.
AJ Dillon.
Love the guy. Love what he's walking into. The biggest question is how many carries he's going to get. I think he's going to get around 200 carries. Played real well. He's not going to be involved in the pass game, but I think he's going to be the big bulldozer in the end zone. On my couple pods back, we did our bold predictions. I had said AJ Dillon will be RB15 on the year. I think this guy could play a RB2 role. I'm not saying it's consistent, but I really could see this guy average maybe 12, 14 touchdowns.
So maybe play him like matchup base,
or if it's a flex position or you're running back, if you got Sony Michel or Darrell Henderson, throw AJ Dillon out there. Especially week 1, man. We'll get to see what kind of workload he has right out the gates. But you got to remember, this is a hog, dude. This is like a 260-pound man.
I thought he ran some good. He had some good runs last year.
He's a big dude, and dude, I'm pumped to see him. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah. What about Gibson over there in Washington?
I think he is the one running back. It could go one of two ways. He could be a league winner, or he could be nothing. Not saying nothing, but you got to look at how many rushes he had last year, things like that. He got very lucky with touchdowns. You have J.D. McKissick didn't go anywhere. So on one point, it's like, RB 15 to 24, I could see it. But then on the other stance, he could be the next CMC in that play style with that coach, Scott Turner. You could see 1,000 rushing yards and 1,000 receiving. So he's kind of in the middle. I'd say right around RB 12 to 10. Wow. That range is pretty safe.
Okay. JC Eagle Talk says, how bullish are you on Zach Wilson, the Rook?
He's going to be in that situation. He's starting, and the Jets aren't going to be a good team. They're not going to be able to lean on the run. He's going to be thrown to the wolves. They have a new coaching staff. You got that stank off of you of the old guy. What was the coach that sucked so bad? I'm forgetting his name. God. Adam Gase.
Gase, yeah.
Oh, he's coaching a high school right now. What would you do if he was your kid's high school coach?
I feel like about to win some games.
Hopefully,
if he came from the NFL to high school, you better.
He didn't win any games in the NFL though. No, Zach Wilson's in good hands. The nice thing is Corey Davis, Moore. You've got these weapons all around you. I'm more worried about the run game and for the Jets. But yeah, Zach Wilson, I think he's kind of getting slept on. I think he's a good player to have in Dynasty. I definitely hold him.
And what about the Jets running back too? They have that
Michael Carter.
Carter, yeah, that's another one. It's like, is he going to get the PT? I didn't really see it as much as I wanted to see in the preseason. Like we played the Jets, and I didn't see him enough to know if he's everybody expect him to have some good.
So with fourth round running backs, if you're drafted in the fourth round or later, you have like a 5% hit rate to being a good starting NFL running back long. Unfortunately, he's not beating Ty Johnson out. He's not beating Tevin Coleman out in camp. So he's a third running back on the depth chart. So to me, that's a little worrisome when you're not able to beat these other guys out. And he didn't look great in exhibition games. So I'm probably fading this guy. If I have him, if somebody offers me something for him, sure. If it's an end of the bench player, sure, I'll keep him on there and hope for a miracle.
Nice. Jinx, I believe he can be any age you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there really an age for fantasy football?
I don't think so. As long as you're not gambling, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you be whatever age you want. Joe said he'd rather have Miles Sanders.
Ooh, don't do that,
I think
Joe.
Miles Sanders is going to be a top 5 back this year.
What about Gainwell, though? This is a guy who came out of college, was probably the best running back, in my opinion, that Memphis has had over Gibson, over Henderson, over Pollard. I think Gainwell is getting slept on. Granted, he's a 5th-round draft pick. So, to me, I feel like he's going to at least have a receiving role. They're going to have Sanders. They're not going to overuse this guy. He's a stud. You're going to want him for those big plays, those between the tackles, so he can break off an 80-yard run. But why not have Gainwell in the backfield catching those easy passes? Things like that.
I just feel like this year's going to be a new Eagles team. Like, we're going to be running the ball a lot more.
2 years ago, the second best offensive line. So if you guys are healthy, I mean, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, and he's the type of guy, he can take it the distance any carry. So I imagine like it'd probably be like 10, 15 carries a game will get you, a nice rushing record. Because what, 17-game season, you really only need to get over 1,000, you just need like 60 yards per game.
He had 16 touches a week last year. So the distance is there. And the beard guy checking in. Okay. Appreciate it.
All right, you guys go hit it up. Go check
Richie
out
MC.
my boy Richie MC. What do you say? Birds on Falcon.
Falcon stream.
Falcon stream.
Here's the link. Anyone want to jump on after the stream? http:/YouTube watch. And Birds on Fila.
He says a 4th-round pick. Oh,
for what? Oh, for Gainwell. Yeah, I mean he's one of the. Are you asking me about the 4th-round hit rate thing, or
yeah,
just not a lot of running backs picked after the 4th round really do good in the NFL. You have a select few that'll have a year or two of relevancy, but to put a lot of chips in the basket on Michael Carter, that kind of directs straightly to what I was saying with Gainwell. I thought this guy was a camp.
Campbell doesn't stay healthy either. You know, he's
You're right.
that doesn't really stay healthy. And who'd you say else was ahead of him?
Who are we talking about? Tevin Coleman and Ty Johnson, who got cut from Detroit. So not really good running backs, but you're not beating these guys out to move up the depth chart. You see Javonte Williams in Denver, and he's pushing Melvin Gordon's buttons.
Yeah.
So that's a hell of a difference than trying to beat out Tevin Coleman and Ty Johnson.
Yeah. So look at the offensive line. The Eagles are healthy and ready. Yes,
absolutely.
We are going to game one healthy for the first time. I am so excited. What up? It's Sway B. Boom. Thanks for joining the live. If the Eagles offensive line is healthy, and I love it. Yep. Isn't Brandon Brooks still injured? I think he's limited practice right now. He had a little bit of a knee issue, but
maintenance stuff.
I think he'll be fine for week one. You know what I'm saying? Another Brandon too. So how do you feel about the Texans? Are there any players on the Texans you're picking up? You know, Tyrod Taylor just got named the starting quarterback, and their number one receiver is Brandon Cooks.
Right.
Is Cooks old? Is he done?
No. Cooks is wide receiver 16 every single year. This guy is bread and butter. If I'm picking a wide receiver 3 for my team, I want Brandon Cooks because they're going to have to pass. Granted, it's going to be Cooks for the Texans at receiver. The only other guy I'm probably touching is Phillip Lindsay in their backfield. He's one of those guys you can probably pick up off of waivers and redraft leagues. And he has
a lot more over David Johnson.
I think what they've said is David Johnson's going to be more the pass catcher. So I think it's going to be more Lindsay's hitting it hard. I don't think Ingram's still got the juice that he used to have. But if you watch Phillip Lindsay hit the hole, he is still electric. He's a fast player, fast twitch. He gets positive yards pretty easily. Not the best pass catcher, so I think David Johnson will have that role. But at the same time, can David Johnson stay on the field?
Yeah, true that. And what about with the Colts over there? You know, our old quarterback Carson Wentz's team. You know, they have 3 running backs over there. Now you got Mac back, Hines, and who's the other running back over there? They got Hines.
Jonathan Taylor. Pretty good dude.
Yeah, the rookie last year, Jonathan Taylor. Who are you playing over there?
I'm playing Jonathan Taylor. You have to. He's that good. He's got track speed, and he's a big dude. He can hit between the tackles. I don't think he'll have that pass down role, but he should be an easy top 12 running back regardless, just off of volume alone. My biggest concern is Wentz, COVID. He's had injuries. He's not going to be able to use his legs like he has in the past because of that foot injury. And he's had no time to get situated with his receivers. And off the bat, you're going against Seattle. That scares me week 1. To me, I just feel like this is maybe kind of tricky for Carson Wentz because of the injuries, because it's been rushed. You're on a new team, new system, new everything. Granted, I believe it's their head coach, Frank Wright's the same coach y'all used to have, right?
Yeah.
So there's potential, but week 1, I'm pessimistic.
Okay. So what about Marlon Mac though?
Achilles injury.
He just got back. Is that all season? Are you picking up Mac on that fantasy team? What up, Jalen?
Probably not. I'm holding off just because that Achilles injury, for a lot of players in the football, it's a deal breaker. It's one of those it's hard to come back for him, especially at running back. We haven't seen it done really. So this is a guy, I don't see him having the volume that Taylor, that Hines are going to get. So he's kind of the third RB. I don't think, unless it's a Taylor's injury, I don't want Mac on my team, I don't think.
Ooh, okay. And what about Hines?
Hines, he's safe. He's
on flex.
Yeah, you're going to flex him all day. RB 15, I think, on the year last year. Kind of underrated. He's going to get his touches just because he's checked down Charlie. When Wentz got people in his face, you just turn around and pass it to Hines. He gets those easy points for you.
Nice. And what about the receiver over there? My boy
Michael Pittman, T.Y. Hilton, Paris Campbell.
Still got T.Y. high?
T.Y. damn near broke his neck. He's on IR. So poor guy, he was a stud for so long back in the day. Just can't stay healthy. Pittman, big body receiver. I think he's like 6'2", 230. USC. This is you setting me up. It's all USC talk. I get it now.
My USC players.
I was like, man, we just keep landing on these USC receivers. Dude, Pittman, second round pick last year, had believe right around 500 yards receiving. Played well. He just didn't have touchdowns. From what I've heard is Carson Wentz and Michael Pittman go to Bible study together. So to me, they're building that chemistry that he probably won't have with the other receivers. I'm not saying he favors anybody. Wink, wink, Zach Ertz. But he might favor somebody. Yeah. I would be picking up Pittman, taking a flyer on him because he does have that potential to – oh, man. Like I said, be pessimistic with the Colts out the gate just because I think it's going to take them a little bit to get warmed up. But I could really see Michael Pittman coming on strong.
And then Joe said he likes the Colts defense more than anything.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But then again, are you going to play the Colts defense against Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, Chris Carson, and Tyler Lockett? Probably not.
Ooh, man. That's rough, man.
You got to think with these defenses, they're good, but your matchup sucks. You gotta play matchups on defense more than any position because if you can get 15 to 20 points from a defense, that's huge.
Are you a guy that switches your defense throughout the season, on and off, switch up the defense, whoever's on that waiver wire, You
play a week ahead of the waivers. You look at the matchups. You know, okay, anybody playing Houston, anybody playing the Jets, anybody playing these teams with turnover-like quarterbacks, you're going to have good spots. Like I said, the Patriots, another defense. You got Baltimore this week. Denver's going to bounce back. There's a lot of defense out there. You don't start the Bucs defense either week one, Joe. You got to go find somebody else other than the Bucs and the Colts. Just my opinion. Now that I'm saying that, Bucs defense going to put up 30 against my boys.
A lot of mine, I have the Eagles defense and the Broncos defense.
Broncos, start them. Fire them up.
Yeah.
You got the Giants, man. Danny Dimes, he averaged, I think it was like 10 touchdowns and 11 interceptions last year.
Me too.
On the year.
Yeah. That's a good one. Give me some more tips. Give me 5 of your best fantasy tips when it comes to drafting your fantasy team.
When you're drafting your fantasy team, I always go robust RBs. That means I hit RBs in the first, second. Nicky! Go RB first 2 rounds. Get those safe because they dry out. You want a stud tight end, top 3 if you can get them. Receivers are everywhere. You can flex Amon St. Brown, Will Fuller, or Devontae Adams. Bunch of different – dude, Joe, appreciate you, big dog. Yeah, receivers are everywhere. Never get flustered about your receivers. If you do have an alpha running back, go pick up a Chuba. Go pick up a Pollard. Go pick up a Alexander Madison because situation. Have fun. Play the waivers. Set your lineups. Don't get in your own head. Go with your gut because if you go with your buddy's idea, then you're going to be wrong and pissed off. At least be pissed off at yourself. Believe in yourself. And, dude, if fantasy is fun, start off your week. Talk that shit. Tell everybody about, Big Joe H is coming to lay down the smackdown on your ass from Monday to Sunday, baby.
Heck
Appreciate it, Dave.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, so, dude, just have fun.
What about like for the people that already had their fantasy, draft like a month ago? Are you the type that once you draft? 'Cause I know a lot of these guys, like as soon as you draft, it's like they're already sending trades. And I'm on the other hand, I don't accept any trades until the season starts. I just refuse to. I'm just like, I picked my team. I like my team. That's why I picked them. And I kind of wait till the season starts before I actually start picking in on trades or anything like that. Which ways do you think works better?
I think you have fun, number one. If that's your style, do it. But I would be one of those. I'd keep your team, see how it lands week 1, week 2, and then decide what you're going to do. But don't be – sometimes you'll trade away a guy that's a stud before you even – Laviska Shenault. You're like, man, he's wide receiver 35 where I drafted him. I'm not starting him week 1. I can trade him for an RB I'm starting. And then he blows up for 30 points, and you look like a dumbass. So just go with your gut, but at the same time, don't go trade crazy to start the season. Now, if you're 0-4, then make some moves. You're never out of the fight.
Yeah, I got you. Thank you, man. That's a good one. Nikki said, I need help with A.J. Dillon. I have him in a dynasty over over a year, never started him. Should I keep him or hope for the future and grab someone else?
So Amon-Ra is a great player to kind of reach for, but like I said, tight ends are everywhere. A.J. Dillon's about to have a role week 1. Out the gate, this guy's going to be playing. So now is not the time to sell this guy. Keep him on your roster. You're saying dynasty. Nobody's going to want to trade for picks right now, but I think you can. What's up, Devontae?
Devonte Smith in the building.
Yeah, just be patient with AJ Green. You can find, or AJ Dillon. You can find receivers everywhere.
Good year.
Yeah,
you know, like cause last year, who was the backup that was behind
Jamal Williams, and he played well,
Chiefs, right?
Yeah, he's on the Lions now. But another thing with Aaron Jones, he's had a groin injury throughout training camp, so he's already a little banged up. So you're telling me they're not going to stick this hoss in there and run him?
Yeah, I think not Corey. I keep calling Corey Dillon. AJ is going to have a great year this year. I really do. I feel it. He said, I lost Travis Etienne. That's a rough blow right there. All three of those running backs, Etienne, who's the Rams starting running back again that got hurt? Akers, and then Baltimore's running back got hurt there, right? Was it Baltimore's running? Yeah.
But Dobbins, man, already been crazy.
All those guys gone.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, that's rough sledding. Hey, that's why he gave you some running backs. Go check out. You know what I'm saying? Go check out. Preseason trades before are the best, but you really can't trade. What's that?
She said preseason trades are the best, but you can really trade rate people. Saying people
people. I was like,
not everybody knows their team, you know, before the season starts. You get those guys that haven't paid attention to football for 5 years, you know. Wow, look at those tight ends, though.
That's a good list. Who you starting right there?
Oh, man. I mean, that's a pick your poison right there. I think all three of those guys.
Because obviously they got two good tight ends. So which one's going to get the volume of the carries, John New or Henry?
Now, if you're asking me about Janu is the one I love. This is a guy who can do it from the goal line. They can use him all over the field. Hunter Henry's been hurt all offseason. They all say that the Belichick Patriots offense is very complex. So it takes a little bit to get used to. To me, I look at it as Janu's had all offseason to practice. He's played that alpha role at tight end. Why change it for Henry week 1? So I'm high on all these guys. She's robbed them. She's taking their money, baby. Waller, Janu, and Hawk. I mean, you can't hate on that tight end stack. Maybe try to trade Janu for Amon-Ra, Nikki.
Nice. That'd be a good trade. And I'm starting out of those three. I'm starting Waller.
Right. He's Mr. Consistent.
Mr. Consistent right there. Strong. 3 running backs and 2 flats. I need a ton of depth. Would you say like receiver depth is on the waiver wire? So yeah, give me some good waiver wire picks.
Receiver wise, Sterling Shepard for the Giants. Another guy.
Are you picking Tony at all?
Huh?
Are you picking Tony?
Not yet. He's been banged up. He's not healthy, so you can't start the guy. Cole Beasley for Buffalo. Ooh. This guy gets points. So
he does get points.
Beasley's easy on there. Waller, Hawk, you're living the dream, baby. Those are the two ones that come to mind. I'm sure there's a ton of them out there. Corey Davis for the Jets is another really good one. Just some guys that probably you can get for close to nothing. Mike Williams that could start on your team. Oh, come on, further. What you doing to me, baby?
How is Amon-Ra on the waiver, man?
Stash him on your bench, Nicky.
You got to go get him. You know, he's going to get a lot of target. He's the only receiver they got in Detroit worth anything. So
they were saying he was catching 200 passes by the jug machine every day after practice.
Yeah, and
dude wants it.
He's a stud. You know, I'm a USC Trojan fan, so I watch my USC games, and Amon-Ra is a beast. I'll trade somebody off my team, drop somebody right now, and go pick him up before someone else gets smart and do it. You know, when he's the best receiver they got, why not have him on your roster?
Absolutely.
Is Tom Brady and Gronk with Browns? What are you talking about with Brown?
It's maybe, I don't know, AB Antonio Brown, maybe?
Oh, yeah. With Brown. Yeah, they're all still there. Are you starting all of them? Yeah, because I think Brown's going to have a good season this year.
Yeah, he's been talked out by everybody. Everybody's calling him like ready to go. Definitely has the potential. Week 1, if he's your option, I mean, the Cowboys D isn't anything to be scared of. So yeah, fire up all your Buccaneer
You got those
players.
2 big studs out there. That's why I was.
Yeah, I think Evans is getting a little disrespected. I think he could be the
Yeah.
alpha and really blow up, but I'd be happy starting AB too.
Yeah, and
Go ahead.
And Godaway, right?
Chris Godwin, yeah. I think I have them right around 10 and 14 in receiver ranks, and AB right around what? I said like 26, 30, so they're all startable players.
Yeah. Those 2 started, and then AB would probably be your flex receiver or your third receiver.
Right.
Okay. All right, man. But hey, man, we are at an hour and 5 minutes. Shout out to the 11 still in the chat. Please hit that like and subscribe to both of our channels. Anybody have any more questions for the fantasy guru here? Drop them in the comments. Give any other tips you want to give out, point out any other players, any sleepers, anything like that. Are you all
Guys,
tapped out?
I think I'm all gas and no breaks, and I got another show to go. We're doing start sits for week 1 around about 50 minutes from now. Okay. So if you want my starts, you want my sits, go check out Fantasy Football Affair. We do it every Wednesday night. And then NFTdraft.io. It is cryptocurrency. It's NFTs, but it's DFS meets Dynasty meets fantasy football. Mm-hmm. And 15,000 cash prize week 1. It's free to play. Come check it out.
What?
Yum.
Yes,
yeah, baby.
Oh, there, my guy.
Future of fantasy sports, my man. Like I said, I'm doing a lot of football stuff. She tricked you. Hook, line, and you got catfish, Nikki. Cowboys all day, baby.
Oh.
But, dude, Bird Gang, dude, appreciate you having me on. Let me talk the talk. And dude, sincerely, I'm proud of where you're going. 700 subscribers. You just started this, baby.
Yeah.
Keep grinding. Keep doing what you, and be you, man. Because that's what gets you over is your personality, your sincerity. And, dude, let's kick some ass on Sunday.
And we definitely going to get you a mid-season or, maybe a quarterly type thing where we get you on there and give us some more fancy updates and, like, waiver wire pickups, my guy.
Hit me up, baby, anytime. Dude, let's get down for a Thursday night preview or something.
Yeah.
Talk a little fantasy when the Eagles play.
That's good talk right there. Good talk right there. All right, but guys. Well, hey, guys. Well, let's see if there's any more questions before I go. I don't want to be rude. What up, Don?
Donnie!
Finishing up the show. You know what I'm saying? So damn close. Let's go, Birds. Yeah, baby. We're going to beat them Falcons game 1. Wow, free. Yeah, he said it was free. So get over there and sign up. What do you have to do? Just sign up. You said it's with cryptocurrency?
Yeah, it's NFTdraft.io. Basically, everybody had the Topps playing cards back in the day, right? Mm-hmm. This is trading cards that are NFTs, so they have value. You get you a pack of cards, learn to play. You set them like a DFS lineup, but it's also Dynasty. You get to own these cards, so you can play them next year, things like that. Just different ways to do it. It's the future of fantasy football.
I like it, man. I'm definitely checking that out. I think I subscribed to it already. I'm definitely down and look at it. And the link is in the top of the chat. Did we put both links in, or which one did we put in? I think we put.
If not, just find me on social media at MattyDaddy FF. You can go to my profile. Yeah. All that shit's in there, baby.
Yeah. Hey, no worries. Hey, thank you guys for coming today. Much love to you. I'm going to let this guy get out there and get ready for his stream. Like I said, I will be streaming. Tomorrow we got Broad Media. Hunter Bros is in the building tomorrow night, guys. Make sure you guys are ready. I finally got him in here. I've been working on Bros for a while. He definitely is giving me some time now. So you guys, make sure you guys check it out and come have some fun with us.
Hey, and one more. Shout out to Miss Bird Gang 31 for keeping it 100, man. Mm-hmm. All pods, she was putting stuff on the screen, hitting it hard and hitting it fast. Thank you to this community and what you got going on here, man. I'll quit talking. Thank you again, my brother.
Thank you. Yeah, she is awesome. She's always putting in the work for me. You know what I'm saying? I love her so much. And thank you again, babe, for doing it. And also, you guys, if you guys have not subscribed to the network channel, BIRDGANG Nation Sports Media is dropping Sunday. The YouTube channel is already up. Please go over there and subscribe. The link is definitely in the comments. Go over there to subscribe. We're trying to get those links up. Got to get those subscriptions up before the first show starting the pregame show Sunday. So we got a pregame on Sunday and we got a postgame on Sunday. So you guys watch out. We're coming. Taking over Eagle mania over here on YouTube. So we bleed green over here. We're going to keep flying high. Much love to all you guys. Fly, Eagles, fly. Until next time, this was Bird Gang Nation Sports Talk, and I'm your host, Bird Gang 31, and we are out. Peace.
He chose not to have the surgery. He chose to rest and relax and hope it goes away. And then he ended.
We took a look at Gilmore, and if we got Gilmore, we win the division. I feel like, you know what I mean? I feel like Stephon Gilmore.
Richard Rodgers. He was with our team over the last couple of years, but this is about our fourth time picking him up. What does that mean for